What's going on, guys? Welcome to Thunderstruck Gaming. This is your boy Stereo Rifles tuning in on the microphone. If you come by, man, it's much appreciated for viewing the content. A big shout out and a thank you to the homie Thunderman. It is always a pleasure to be on this channel, man. Smack the like button and subscribe to this channel and go over to 402. Thunder 402 is OG main account for hot, interesting commentaries, hilarious commentaries, and go and subscribe to him as well, man. Now let's get right up into it. As you can see from the intro to the video, I put graphics on the screen talking about a perfect Call of Duty with Infinity Ward and Treyarch basically putting their strengths together and just making it the best Call of Duty it could possibly be. I know perfection is kind of in the eye of the beholder. What I think is perfect, you might not, or vice versa. But the first thing I did want to talk about was the color theme or color correction of these games, and that's why, just to kind of go along with the theme of the video, I put up a Modern Warfare gameplay and a Black Ops 4 gameplay in tandem on the screen. I thought it was just something a little different. One gameplay, I believe I'm on Nuketown, cooking on some bitches, and the other one is on Modern Warfare. I can't remember which one, but anyway, it's kind of getting my point out as I'm talking about this. Now, I know there's going to be a few people in the audience that are going to say, I hate Treyarch's overly saturated color correction, that you really didn't see it in Black Ops 1, World at War, not really, maybe a tad of it in World War II, yeah, okay. Black Ops 2, you don't really see that heavy color correction till Black Ops 3 and Black Ops 4. But nonetheless, like I said, I know a lot of people may not like that. Now we go to the other side of things with Modern Warfare's hyper-realistic, very washed out, very dulled out color schemes. And I kind of feel like, at least for Modern Warfare, I'm not going to talk about the bad stuff. I'm going to talk about how great the gunplay is, the time to kill, the audio engine this year on this game was fantastic, man. I will give it to them on that. But I wish they kind of would have met in the middle, right? As far as looking at a Treyarch's color correction versus an Infinity Ward color correction. Kind of just brighten it up just a little bit. Not, because it's so desaturated to the point to where you literally cannot see people when they're sitting in certain areas, man. It's really bad. I feel like if they kind of, again, met in the middle and took a little bit off Treyarch style and just made it a tad more vibrant, because, even if you're at war, man, you're out in, in these battles and stuff. I mean, the way the human eye actually sees, you know what I mean? It's not that washed out unless maybe you're colorblind or slightly colorblind. You know what I mean? The hyperrealism, I get, but I just feel like they took it too far. So to sum that up real quick, if Modern Warfare had Treyarch's color correction, or at least closer to that, how much better would the game have played? Death by stereo. Yes, the point streak system is the next thing I want to talk about in this video. And first off, as you know, Modern Warfare went back to the classic. Well, I don't want to call it classic. Let's call it the throwback type of streak system that they had back in the day. And obviously that promotes camping. It doesn't promote objective play. It makes people want to sit around because really there's no way to incentivize you to go for a down flag or getting on the hill in hardpoint to play. Also, just a little note on camping. When I say camping, I'm not talking about the worm squirm, man. I see people in Thunder's, OG channel and on his Thunderstruck Gaming comment section talking about him. Well, Thunder, you camp. I see it on Twitter too. Thunder camps. No, when you worm squirm, you're kind of camping with style. And not only that, I guarantee you, when you're doing the worm squirm, especially in a game like Black Ops 4, with the microwave shield and the strobe light shotty and all the good stuff he likes to use, they know exactly where you're at, man. You're holding down the fort. You're basically patrolling an area. It's got some style to it, like I've said. When I'm talking about camping, I'm talking about the guys that you don't see, especially in Modern Warfare, with that color correction I was talking about. Mounted on a lean contextual, lean, kill, whatever, camping it out with his M4 or his DMR, whatever, and just picks you off across the map. That's the campers I'm talking about, bro. But I digress. But I feel like the point streak system that COD Ghost implemented way back in the day was basically perfection. It was obviously kill streaks, but it also gave you a little incentive, like I said, for the objective play. And I feel like it would have further promoted Modern Warfare in its slow game pace. It definitely would have helped out. Another thing I do want to say is I think streaks, I know that's kind of a balancing issue on how much they should cost. I don't feel like they should be like 3 kills like they were back in the day for a UAV. Players have obviously become more advanced over the years. The average player is a lot better than they used to be, not to mention with skill-based matchmaking and all that nonsense. But I feel like in a slow, more methodical COD like Modern Warfare, I feel like the streak should have been a tad cheaper. I mean, come on, man. 16 kills for a Juggernaut suit. Not to mention it comes out of a care package, so if you do try to call it in, there's a chance you could either get shot and your teammate steals it from you, and you worked all that time, man. And that's another thing, the next thing I wanted to talk about is the game pacing. So in a game like Black Ops 4, I could see where this part of the rant wouldn't be as relevant, but again, going back to Modern Warfare with a super slow, methodical gameplay, I feel like the streaks were just too darn expensive. It might not be as bad in games like Domination, Hardpoint, stuff like that, but if you're just a reg player that's just real chill, which a lot of us are, and you play TDM, kill confirm, that kind of stuff, I mean, it might take you 2/3 of the game just to get up a VTOL and a chopper gunner. It might take you all that time. Imagine working all that time, being careful, not camping, but just, you know, traversing the map, playing the best you can actually play in this sweat fest of a game with its skill-based matchmaking, just to get picked off by some random dude, right? Just sitting on a head glitch, sitting in his spawn, whatever. You know, you get on a 10 streak or 11 streak and you need one more for your advanced UAV, and it done took you 7 minutes out of the 10-minute match. That is frustrating, man. I mean, that's going to be frustrating for so many people, including myself, because the game pace is so slow. If it takes you that long to get your streaks out, it takes you that long, me, that tells me they're just too darn expensive. And I know, again, with matchmaking, the way it is, the sweatier players are, you know, going to be able to get them up a little faster, and that kind of reflects on their matchmaking as well. You're going to be playing sweatier players are going to push harder. But being a middle road other player that I am, this is what I see a lot, you know, more often than not. Like I said, it takes you 2/3 of the match just to get your streaks going, man. It's like, to me, a VTOL should have been maybe a 7-kill streak. A chopper gunner should have been a 9-kill streak, etc., etc. I don't have to go on and on. If you rewind back to older Call of Duties, that's pretty much how they were anyway. You know, so it surprised me with the sweaty matchmaking that they implemented, that they actually up the price of them like this. But nonetheless, man, I definitely think it would have been another positive note on the game. It would have been a lot better of an experience for all of us. Death by stereo. Yes, next on the topic is going to be time to kill, man. It's always debatable. My opinion is if a particular title is themed around mostly classic, smaller maps like the OG CODs, where a faster time to kill, in my opinion, works better. Not to mention easier multi-kills when you have enemies running in packs. You know, like, let's say, imagine playing on shipment in Modern Warfare and you had 150 health, like, literally, like Black Ops 4. I mean, getting multi-kills would be next to impossible unless you're hitting them up with a C4 sandwich or a nade or a claymore, something like that. You got your streaks going off, helping you out. But I feel like the smaller maps in general, you know, not like COD Ghost used to be, or the Modern Warfare 10v10 maps, that kind of stuff, I feel like the faster time to kill pretty much works, man, but that's just my opinion. Now, on the other side of it, I feel that big maps like, you know, the few of the COD Ghost maps that are really big, like Stonehaven and all that, or the 10v10 maps and the Ground War maps from Modern Warfare would have better been suited to have, like, a time to kill at least closer to Black Ops 4. Maybe not the same, you know, I mean, the exact same health, you know, the same HP, but it would have been, to me, the game would have flowed a little bit better. It would make for, you know, traversing open areas of bigger maps a lot more forgiving than getting insta-melted by a slob mounted with an M4. If you haven't seen this clip from, I think Thunder shared it a while back. I can't remember who originally posted it. It's a guy on Grozny raid, and he's literally sitting there. He's checking windows. He's checking every spot he can check. And he finally says, all right, I think I'm good to go, right? And he starts running across the street, dude, and he literally gets insta-melted. He gets instantly murked, man. And that's what I'm trying to say. The bigger maps, I feel like with the slower time to kill, it at least gives you a chance to go out through the open areas and actually get to that OBJ or get to your team, or if you're trying to flank because they're sitting in their spawn. I feel like the bigger maps, as, you know, a lot of Call of Duty Modern Warfare, you know, was themed on, I feel like the slower time to kill would have worked out for everybody. I really do, man. Instead of, like I said, just getting insta-melted from everywhere. But like I said, let's go back to what I said before. The smaller maps kind of benefit from that quick time to kill. Trying to get easy triples, easy double kills and all that. Like I said, try and imagine playing a really small map on Modern Warfare with 150 health and trying to mow down 2 or 3 teammates at a time. It's not going to happen. You're just going to get dominated, and they're going to be running around in packs like they did in Black Ops 4, man. They'll definitely figure out the meta. Everybody always does. And that's pretty much what creates the meta of the game. People figure out what works and what doesn't, man. Death by stereo. Sprint speed. Honestly, I think Modern Warfare, as a great example, would have benefited quite well from having like a Black Ops 4 style sprint speed, or at least very close to that. To me, an easy fix on that would have been using the sprint speed from the Dead Silence field upgrade. If you don't know, you honestly, I think you get a field of view upgrade, a little one, and you get a speed upgrade overall when you equip Dead Silence in Modern Warfare. If they would have just used that sprint speed as an overall and just get rid of the double sprint altogether, because I feel like when I hit double sprint in Modern Warfare, you're just running in place anyway. It looks cool, but you're not really going that much faster, man. I think that would have been solution. Also, footstep audio. I think we can all agree that the exaggerated footstep audio from Modern Warfare is straight up overkill, dude. Like, 100%. And it was a big mistake, and hopefully it is never repeated. I feel like they need to take the Treyarch approach and just kind of neutralize it. Not to where the Dead Silence is completely irrelevant, but I think if they did that as well, I know they were catering the noobs, they were going for this safe space, you know, let's give them a free kill meta, you know, like, you know, Black Ops 4 tried that with the specialist to give them free kills, but, you know, Modern Warfare, as I've said in the past, the maps, the footstep audio, the no Dead Silence, the no traditional minimap is the specialist cheese to this game. It is literally hardwired and integrated into this game, but they could at least give some of us a break with the footstep audio, among other things, to at least lessen the blow, help us lick our wounds a little better with the skill-based matchmaking, man. But that's pretty much gonna wrap it up, guys. Let me know down in the comments section, what did I miss that would make a quote-unquote perfect Call of Duty? Like I said, I know that's more in the eye of the beholder. What is perfect to me may not be perfect to you. And again, thank you for, you know, having me on, Thunder Dude. It is always a pleasure, brother, man. Let's get Thunder to 1,402,000. Thunder 402, man. Go subscribe to the channel. And if you enjoyed this commentary, you made it this far, man. So, you know, I'm Stereo Rifles. Come to my channel. Come say hi, man. I appreciate it. But like I said, that's going to wrap it up, man. I'll just see you on the next one. Take it easy.